Ladies and gentlemen, it is your boy Lexman, and yes, I am back with two live podcasts for you tonight. The first one was for the Royal Rumble 2019. We did a second review, a second viewing of the show, and I gave you my updated grades. If you have not seen that, please check that out after this podcast. This is my second podcast of the day. We are doing a review of Smackdown Live for January 29th of 2019, but we're also going to talk about some big news in the world of wrestling. Ladies and gentlemen, a former WWE champion has announced he is leaving the company, and that guy's name is the Lunatic Fringe, Dean Ambrose. We will talk about all of that in tonight's podcast. And if this is the first time you're watching me, do yourself a favor, like the video and subscribe, because we got a lot of things to talk about. And if you can't take my word for it, take the word of a hardcore legend.
Well, hello. It's the hardcore legend, Mick Foley. And I want to tell you that you are watching your boy, Alyx, the absolute best wrestling commentator on YouTube. It's just the best there is. It's the best there was. Best there ever will be, too, when it comes to wrestling commentators on YouTube. Alyx, or nothing for me. Mick Foley, the hardcore legend. Have a nice day.
So we're going to go right into the topic of the video, and then we'll get to SmackDown Live. Before we actually get to that, we got to talk about a couple of things. First off, if you want to help expand the brand of your boy Alyx, you can do a couple of things. You can like me on Facebook, follow me on Twitter at AlexmanVX1. You can join the Super Chat party by donating using PayPal, Patreon, or just using Super Chat. But you can also buy yourself a Alyx t-shirt today at Pro Wrestling Tees. Who is here in the live chat? Who is joining your boy Alyx? We got Trent Jones, T.Y. William, Atlanta Fan Spain, Atlanta Fan for Life, and then Atlanta Spain. We got two Atlantas in the house. MBT's Music Reviews, Alex King, I'm Your Dad Kid 25, AJ Envoy. Oh, Super Chat. The Super Chat party begins.
Jon Moxley versus Pac AEW bound hopefully. All Elite.
We'll talk about Mr. Jon Moxley in just a second. Godzilla Hawk, Ultra Shadow 97, King Larry the First. Let's see here. Y2 Jericho, Everything Pro Wrestling, Margarita Munoz, close enough. Immortal God, Spinosaurus, Angel TV, Reezy C, Firestar Heart, Donnie Thomas, Keon Cody, King Morehouse, Brett Bullet 101, M223, Alexis Simmons, Laura Rollins, related to Seth Rollins, not really. Let's see here. Let's do one more. Joseph Winters. If I don't say your name, it's not because I hate you. We really do have a lot to talk about. So I need you to fasten your seatbelts and strap in. Because we're going to start off with a big update that people have been speculating about all day. And that, my friends, is the announcement that Mr. Dean Ambrose is leaving the WWE. So how did this come about? What's the story behind this? Well, it was announced or reported by PWTorch that Dean Ambrose, a main event wrestler for WWE since debuting with the Shield in like 2012, has given his notice to WWE that he will not be renewing his contract after WrestleMania. The story goes, they offered a 5-year extension, a 5-year contract that was going to include a lucrative pay. Let's assume it's like 7 digits, probably 6, but still a lot of money. And he turned it down. He turned down what would be a very, very rich Mr. Gino Morgan TV donates $1. Thank you so much, sir. But he turns down what would be one of those contracts that a top player would make, and that's big. Because, as you guys know, during this time, a lot of people have been looking to leave WWE. Not that long ago, the Revival have tried to leave. They requested their release, and the WWE just denied it. They will not let them leave. So now that you see main event players like Dean Ambrose, who, let's be real, hasn't been booked properly in a long, long time. I think he talked about it in a certain interview. And I think PWTorch mentioned it a little bit too. So let me keep reading. He broke the news to management this weekend, including directly in a meeting with Vince McMahon after being offered a new contract and a raise. So they're going to pay him more money. He is expected to finish up shortly after WrestleMania, although it's possible WWE would write him out of storylines a lot sooner, and then they'll just let his contract expire. This could explain why he was rather unceremoniously eliminated from the Royal Rumble on Sunday night and did a clean job to Seth Rollins on TV. Sources tell PWTorch that Ambrose has been long frustrated with the creative direction of his character and reached a breaking point recently. Although if you've seen his WWE Chronicles show, which was on the network, if you saw that episode, you know he's been frustrated for a long, long time. We're talking years. I go back to 2015, 16, when Stone Cold Steve Austin had him on his podcast. That was 2016, I believe. Yeah, he's been frustrated for a long, long time. He's indicated to WWE management this weekend he is not interested in negotiating further, and made it clear that this isn't about trying to get more money. One of his colleagues on the roster, who, when asked about Dean Ambrose's demeanor, basically said he's pretty much impossible to read. He added, though, that Dean hates the hokey stuff. It actually says hokey if you know what I mean. But he's done with the bad booking of WWE. And since so much of his character has been portrayed as hokey in the last few years, it's no surprise he wants to leave. And WWE came out and confirmed it on their website. They announced that Dean Ambrose is leaving after WrestleMania, which is very uncharacteristic of WWE. They don't usually come out and announce that certain talents are leaving the product. So this led people to speculate maybe Dean Ambrose isn't leaving after all, and this is all a work. Like what happened with CM Punk in 2011 when they announced he was leaving. And long and behold, he stayed. This is what I'll say to the people who think it's a work. Because it could be. I'm not ruling that out. Anything could be a work, really. But this definitely could be a work. Maybe this is just something WWE concocted to make people feel like Ambrose is leaving, and then they'll use it to get him more interest and use that to build into a nice push to make him world champion down the line. Who knows? But with that said, saying that out loud even, are we sure WWE is that creative? Think about what you're saying. You're saying the WWE is faking Dean Ambrose leaving the company, is putting out feelers to all the dirt sheets to play this up so they can then trick everybody, turn around and say Dean Ambrose was not leaving, we're going to trick you, and just give him a lot of interest so he can get a push to the WWE Championship or the Universal Championship or whatever. Think about what we're saying here. Is WWE that creative, really? Because I don't know about you, based off of WWE's history, at least in the last 3-4 years, if that, maybe 5 years, there's no way in hell they're that creative. There ain't no way in hell this is a work. I think WWE announced Ambrose leaving just to get ahead of things. They want to be in the center, at the forefront of all the attention when it comes to Dean Ambrose leaving. They don't want people going to some random dirt sheet. They don't want people going to PWTorch or PW Insider or, Dave Meltzer for the news. They want everything to come to them. That's why they announced Dean Ambrose is leaving. Maybe that's why. Maybe it is a work. If you ask me, this isn't a work. He's leaving. He's gone. And honestly, good. I'm shocked he stayed this long. Once again, I bring up his Chronicles episode on the network. If you saw the episode of WWE Chronicles featuring Dean Ambrose, you'll know this guy has been unhappy for the longest time. And the real question I have is, why did it take so long for him to leave? And now that he's leaving and going back to, I presume, the Indies, if not AEW, CZW, or wherever he wants to go, he gets to have freedom again. I honestly believe if he does leave, he's going to AEW. Clearly he's going to AEW because unlike WWE, AEW doesn't have writers. He can be himself, which is like giving candy to Dean Ambrose. He loves that stuff. He loves the freedom. And he'll probably get paid just as much, if not more, because he's a main event player. So yeah, absolutely. I am 100% in the camp of him leaving. There's nothing for him to do no more. He's done it all. He's done it all except win the Rumble, but WWE Champion, won every belt. IC, US, WWE Tag Team, main evented shows, fought Brock Lesnar, beat the biggest names you can imagine. Ambrose has done it all in WWE. He has every right to leave. The biggest question I also have, here's another question I have. What's going to happen with Renee Young? Because they're married. Renee Young and Dean Ambrose are married. What's going to happen there? Is she going to go with him? Is she out the door as well? Or is she staying? Because if she's staying, that's going to be odd. That's going to be kind of straining on their relationship. I don't know if that will work. They'll have to make it work, but that's going to be odd. I have to wonder if this means Renee is leaving as well. That's a question that I would have to ask, PWTorch or people who are on the inside of the business. What's Renee Young's views on this? But regardless, however you look at this, this is some crazy news. Imagine the same year we get the announcement that AEW is coming around. Chris Jericho signs with them, as in no longer working with WWE. And then we get all this news that talent want to leave to join AEW, a la The Revival. And now Dean Ambrose says he's not re-signing his contract. This is some crazy, crazy stuff, man. It's a changing of the guard. The AEW effect is real. It's real, ladies and gentlemen. People are done. People are sick of WWE's crap, and we are seeing the guard change. We are seeing a changing of the guard. People are saying, enough, WWE. We are leaving you. We are getting ready to tell you to screw off. We are getting ready to find happiness, better pastures elsewhere. We're done with you. We're done with you. And you know what, man? Good. Because, in my opinion, this is kind of what WWE deserves. And you know what? It's also what they need. They need to realize they're not the end game, the end-all be-all anymore. People can leave you, go other places, and make just as much money and get just as much over. So maybe it's time you start taking yourself seriously. Just a little bit. There you go, ladies and gentlemen. Dean Ambrose is leaving WWE after WrestleMania. Give me your thoughts. Please. Thoughts. Feelings. Anything. Discuss it down below in the comments. Mr. Dean Ambrose will go back to Jon Moxley very, very soon. I'm very curious on what's going to happen with Renee Young, though. Like, that one has really got me. I want to know what they're going to do with her. But with that said, let's go ahead and move over to SmackDown. So we're going to go here. We're going to change the Royal Rumble cover really quickly. This is going to take a second. Let's see here. We're going to get rid of that darkness. And then we're going to go this over here. Everybody say...
Here's was a super chat just cause. Also, I'm glad Dean's out the door. He's deserved better.
Thank you, Mr. Green, for your $10 super chat. I appreciate that. Because it was all that. I'm sorry. Please don't get your refund. Anyways, ladies and gentlemen, when it comes to SmackDown, and it bothers me to say this, but this guy is no longer your U.S. champion. It's now R-Truth. But we'll talk about this in a second. But this will be changed soon, I promise. SmackDown tonight was a very weird show. It was like a tale of 3 shows in one. The beginning of the show was really good. The end of the show was great. And then everything else in the middle was trash. Very weird stuff. So overall, I don't really know if I can call it a good show, a bad show. It's just weird. Just a very weird episode of SmackDown. But we'll break it all down in this review. So I hope you guys enjoy yourselves. And please give me your thoughts down below in the comments. Let's begin with the opening segment. We kick things off, ladies and gentlemen, with the man, Becky Lynch, coming out to a thunderous ovation in Phoenix. Becky starts off by recapping the events of the last couple of days. Rumble, Raw, you know it. She says last night she realized just how different her and Rousey really are. She says unlike Ronda Rousey, she does not crumble when she loses a match. Lynch then goes on to say that she is proud that she came from nothing. She says she is proud to have worked from the pre-show of last year's WrestleMania to now the main event of this year's WrestleMania, which really showcases how hard she worked. And it also really makes you think, why did you turn her heel in the first place? Regardless, WWE does some dumb things a lot, but that one I still remember, and I'm not going to forget that you tried to make her a villain. That was stupid. Anyways, the WWE Universe, I hate that term, the crowd lets her know that she deserves it because they chant, "You deserve it." Becky says the main thing she saw in Rousey's eyes last night was something that she does not have anymore, and that's doubt. As she finishes her speech, though, out walks, woo! Charlotte Flair. And let me stop right here because everyone has been talking about how Charlotte Flair is going to be added to this match. Let me tell you, it's very simple. I'm already going to predict. I am going to pull out my magic ball and predict the future for you. So, Charlotte sometime in the future is going to make the claim that she should have won the Royal Rumble because Becky was not officially in the match. Becky was not supposed to be in the Rumble, and so therefore she should have been disqualified immediately, and the real winner is Charlotte. And then she's going to challenge Becky to a match at either Chamber or Fastlane, most likely Fastlane, because spoiler alert, they announced it. Yes, on the internet, on Twitter. She's going to challenge Becky at Fastlane, and Charlotte will cheat to beat her. And then she'll be thrown into the match at WrestleMania, therefore making Becky Lynch versus Ronda Rousey a triple threat. Becky, Ronda, Charlotte. And I'm sure a lot of you hate that, and I don't blame you. Personally, I would prefer it to be Ronda and Becky. I think that's the right way to go. But knowing WWE, they're going to shoehorn Charlotte in there. So don't be shocked. They're going to shoehorn her either. She's going to be shoehorned into the main event. Should she be? Well, I don't know. That's a good question to ask. But come on. You already know they want Charlotte to be seen as the greatest female wrestler in the world. So therefore, they're going to do things that, quite frankly, you can argue here and there she doesn't deserve. I don't know. I'm not necessarily scoffing at the idea of that triple threat match. Whether you argue she deserves it or not, that's up to you. Personally, Becky versus Ronda sounds amazing. But that triple threat also sounds amazing too. And storyline-wise, it makes sense. Charlotte had some beef with Ronda after what happened at Survivor Series. So, I don't know what else to tell y'all. Express yourselves. Do you like it? Do you not like it? In the comments, in the live chat. It's kind of a controversial thing to talk about, really. I'm someone that I don't know where I fit. I'm not against it, but I'm not for it either. It's just one of those things where it's like, okay, I mean, you don't have to add her, but if you add her, I'm not going to complain either. So let's just see what happens. Personally, I'm happy either way. I'm just happy the women are main eventing WrestleMania, personally. Anyways, Charlotte comes out looking all dark in her black lipstick and psychotic makeup. It's pretty cool. I'm really liking the new look of Charlotte. In the ring, Flair sarcastically congratulates her former best friend. She talks about how she won a match that she was not supposed to be in. Hey, look at that! Look at that! Guess who predicted things? She says that she grew into the man from lessons that she learned from the Queen. She says that she brought Lynch into the main event. And before she can say anything else, Becky punches, and I mean gives her a straight right hook to her jaw and knocks her clean out. Becky goes to leave, Charlotte follows her, and they brawl. Officials come out to separate them, and Becky is seen limping away on her bad leg, while Charlotte cackles evilly. And yeah, that was the opening segment. I enjoyed that. We're starting to see the pieces fall together for the main event of WrestleMania. Again, whether you like Charlotte being added to the match or not, you just tell me down below. You discuss it. Matter of fact, let's go to the live chat. How y'all feel about this? How y'all feeling about Charlotte being added to this match? Do you agree? Do you disagree? Let's see here. The Big Dog says, Asuka versus Charlotte 3 is the way to go. I don't know, man. Again, I'm for or against either one. That sounds like a good match. We got Zero Minotaur. Well, Mr. Zero M, thank you for subscribing. You're awesome for giving your boy Deluxe Man your time, and I hope you stay around. Hope you stick around, buddy. Let's see here. TrueFire 901 says, if she wants to be in the main event, then she should have earned it. Becky earned it. Yeah. But technically, she's right. I mean, Becky wasn't supposed to be in the match, and Charlotte was the last one standing officially, so maybe she did kind of earn it. Let's see here. X Hendrix says, Charlotte is good. I love her interest, by the way. Okay, so he's for it. Let's see here. Joseph Winters. My question is, who is Asuka going to face for WrestleMania? I have no idea. Asuka wasn't even on the show tonight. They didn't bring her up at all. So I don't think anyone knows who Asuka is fighting. We'll just have to figure that one out. That's kind of sad that Asuka just got pushed to the side with no direction whatsoever.
I hate Charlotte always getting the spotlight.
I mean, look, WWE has their favorites, and a lot of times with their favorites, they tend to give them too much TV time, and by default, it makes you hate them because they get more than other people who are just as good, if not better than them. So I don't really fault you for the way you feel. I just can't agree with you because I am a Charlotte Flair fan. TLB the Fly Guy says, let her be in it. Uh-oh, this super chat's going crazy. Hold on for a minute. Let me go back. Alright. TLB the Fly Guy says, let her be in it. She gave Ronda a run we didn't expect, so let's see where they go with it. Okay. King Morehouse says, Charlotte is a heel now, so he's happy. Yeah, officially she's a heel. Like, at this point, you can't make her a babyface. There's no way in hell she is a good guy. She's a heel. She's a villain, which is where she should be. And I'm happy about that. Let's see here. One more. Keon Cody, I'm for Becky versus Ronda. That is the right thing to do, but Ronda told the truth Monday for real. Okay, so like everybody else I just read, just give me your thoughts about this, because this is quite the talking point of the show. Does Charlotte deserve to be added to the match? And if she's added to the match, will that make the match better or worse for you? Moving on to something that confused the living hell out of me, and perhaps the worst thing on this damn show. Where do you begin? Okay, let's just start from the top. Shinsuke Nakamura, the U.S. champion who beat Rusev at Royal Rumble, ended up fighting R-Truth. And then he lost to R-Truth in what was a very, very botchy, very horrible roll-up pinfall. So R-Truth somehow gets Shinsuke Nakamura in a roll-up. I don't remember the events exactly, but he rolls up Nakamura. The referee counts 1, 2, and Nakamura clearly kicks out. It was clearly 2. It was clearly 2, but he still counted 3, and then he just gave him the championship. And I'm sitting here going, wait, what? What the hell was that? Like, it's stuff like this that pisses me off, because yes, clearly he was supposed to lose right there, but they botched it. So my thing is, be professionals and just do the spot again. Don't make that count. Get up, redo the spot, and make that be a 3 count. Or figure something else out. Call an audible. Don't just, the script says he's supposed to lose here, so you just lost. Here's a championship. But he kicked out. It was so stupid. It was so dumb. And it's one of those things that make me go, this is why people hate wrestling. Because it's stuff like this that make people go, God, that was so fake. God, that was so stupid. And we as fans have to go, yeah, that was dumb. And no one said anything about it. Not even commentary.
At this point, the booking of the title is not Vince. It's a magic 8-ball. Or hell, maybe Vince uses the magic 8-ball.
For real. You jest, but maybe it is, because I don't know what's happening with this belt now. Anyways, we're not done. Oh, we're not done yet. So Truth is now the U.S. champion. Nakamura is all whiny and complaining. He's outside. Oh my God, I lost my belt. Here comes Rusev. Rusev walks out, and he gets in R-Truth's face, and then he starts acting all heelish and stuff. You know, Nakamura doesn't deserve to be a U.S. champion, and neither do you, R-Truth. You don't deserve to be a U.S. champion, and blah, 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 blah. And I challenge you for the belt. And R-Truth is like, I don't know. And then next thing you know, Lana and Carmella are arguing, and Carmella shoves down Lana because she was hurt. Rusev goes to get in Carmella's face, and then R-Truth's like, where you going, man? Where you going, man? Where you going? Oh, you have a problem with me? Put the title on the line. You want to fight me? Put the title on the line. And then we have another championship match. Okay? So we have 2 championship matches, and then R-Truth just rolls up Rusev and beats him again. So I'm like, I don't know what's happening anymore, but this is bad. Like, it was quick. The match started, and then he rolls him up. And then afterwards, Nakamura jumps in the ring and attacks R-Truth. And then Rusev starts attacking him. And then I'm sitting here going, wait, are they turning Rusev heel? No, they can't be turning the guy that sold all that merchandise with Rusev Day t-shirts. Please don't tell me you're turning, oh my God, they're turning them heel. Yeah, Rusev and Nakamura attack R-Truth, beat him down, and then they walk away as some sort of new makeshift tag team. And I'm sitting here going, who wrote this? This was... Look, where do I even start? So, Rusev turns heel. What the hell? Like, why? It's like Elias last night. Elias turned heel too, out of nowhere.
This sounds like Russo 2000 WCW.
Seriously, like, is Vince Russo booking SmackDown? Did he book SmackDown tonight? But anyways, this was so random. Both heel turns, Alyx and Rusev, were so random and out of the blue. And nothing motivated this. There was no motivation for these heel turns. It's almost as if the WWE creative just have no clue what to do with them, and they're just making them big shows now. Yeah, like the Big Show having a heel turn and face turn, heel turn and face turn. That's Rusev and Alyx now. Heel turn, face turn, heel turn, face turn, heel turn, face turn. You're a heel this week, you're a face this week. That's how you kill characters. I thought we were done with that crap. I thought we're making stars here in 2019. No, we're still killing characters. No wonder people want to leave this damn company. I wouldn't be shocked if Rusev says, you know what? I'm out. I want to leave. He's probably on the way out anyways. I don't know when his contract is up, but he's probably out as well. So is Nakamura. I think Nakamura is about to be done. I seriously doubt he's signing a new contract. I think he's about to be out. But more than ever, we need to get this US belt around Andrade. I don't even know why we gave it to R-Truth. The sooner we get this belt...
You wanna know who wrote it? Oh, you didn't know.
You better call your mama! Yeah, freaking Road Dogg. Oh my goodness. Road Dogg, man. Was this you? What were you smoking, bro? Did you smoke the prototype of Daniel Bryan's new championship belt? They were back there. Oh, you didn't know, man? Welcome to the... I'm gonna stop. Oh, you didn't know this weed was good, man? Alright. This was bad. He might as well have been smoking it, man. This was garbage. What was I saying? Yeah, we need to get this belt around the waist of Andrade as soon as possible. This belt is looking worse day by day. Because at this point, I'm about ready to say, just retire the US belt because you're not doing anything with it. This is stupid. This is garbage. It has no prestige anymore. It lost all of its prestige since the days of John Cena and the Open Challenge. Sad. But it has. But man, this was stupid. No story building. No kind of story building in this segment whatsoever. One day they do one thing, the next day they totally flip the script, and we just had to take it. Hey, he's a heel now. Deal with it. And you're turning Rusev heel. Now, Alyx, it was stupid, but I kind of get Alyx. You didn't know what to do with him. You could have done a lot of things with Rusev. A ton of things with Rusev. It's so freaking stupid. This was garbage. All of this was dumb. And it put me in a bad mood for SmackDown tonight. It really did. And just when you think it's gonna get better, it doesn't. But anyways, next up, we see Becky Lynch limping backstage, and she's driving away. Before she leaves, we see, was it Charlie Caruso? One of the interviewers. I don't even remember her name. One of the interviewers go up to her and ask her, why are you still limping? Why don't you get help? Because
word is WWE want to give tag division more focus.
So they're makeshifting. So we're gonna makeshift some tag teams like Rusev and Nakamura? That's so stupid. Clearly, this is an AEW effect. They see talent wanting to leave, and so they're thinking, hey, we need to make this tag team division matter more. It's so goddamn dumb. And if you're so desperate to make the tag team division matter, you know what? Just put Rusev Day back together. Find Aiden English and make him Rusev's partner again. Seriously, you shouldn't have broken up Rusev Day. You shouldn't have broken up Rusev Day. Put them back together. Anyways, we see Becky Lynch leaving. The interviewer asked her, why didn't you get help? And she's saying, I refuse to be put on the shelf again. I'd rather just work hurt. So there you go. Next up was supposed to be Rey Mysterio versus Samoa Joe, but instead, Rey Mysterio comes out to the ring. Before the match could start, we see Zelina in her fine self. Aleister Black, you lucky man. Zelina Vega comes out and taunts Mysterio. She says that he had her banned from ringside because he is so distracted by her. And quite frankly, I'm distracted by her. I think everybody in this live chat, male and female, is distracted by her, if you know what I mean. While she is talking, Mysterio is attacked from behind by Andrade. Andrade attempts to deliver a Three Amigos made famous by Latino Heat Eddie Guerrero. Mysterio is able to fight out of it and position Andrade for a 619, but Rey is unable to hit it and receives the Hammerlock DDT. The match was never able to begin. Oh Lord.
Think you just answered the question. They put the title on Truth Face so that Andrade, heel, can win it from him.
So then why didn't you just keep it on Rusev? Why didn't you keep it on Rusev? Honestly?
I heard rumors that Nakamura spat on Mike Chioda, spelled out AEW, then went to Vince saying, "This is BS," and left. Everyone wants to leave now.
Wow, did he actually do that? Did he actually do that? Let me know how that turns out. Keep me updated on that. That's pretty crazy. Everybody wants to leave now. But, okay, going back to the last super chat though. It's a super chat party.
No, because they would get over. Can't have that.
Yeah, we can't have that. We can't make stars, right, Spinosaurus? But getting back to that last super chat by Psycho Walker, so why didn't they just keep the belt on Rusev? Rusev versus Andrade sounds like a really entertaining feud. That sounds like a really good match. And you can make that work because Lana and Zelina can have issue. Like, and then you could do something with Andrade and Rusev. But no, we have to do all this flippity floppity crap, put the belt on Nakamura and then put it on R-Truth. I'm moving on because this is so stupid. Fine, R-Truth could lose the belt to Andrade, but honestly, at this point, we're basically starting over again with the belt because of the bad booking we did tonight. This killed the championship for me. This just made the championship feel less prestigious. When you book segments like this, it kills the prestige of the belt. The belt doesn't mean much because of stuff like this. Should've just kept the belt on Rusev. Makes a lot more sense. Whatever. Let's move on. This is so stupid. Like I said, Rey Mysterio got attacked by Andrade. The match was never to begin, and so we're continuing the feud between Andrade and Rey Mysterio. Cool. Backstage, the Good Brothers, remember them? Yes, Anderson and Gallows, confront Rusev on the attack by R-Truth. They tell Rusev that he and Nakamura wouldn't be able to overcome the two of them. Nakamura joins the group and accepts the challenge, and then Rusev tells Nakamura, "I'm only going to team with you one time. Don't screw me over." So this is a new thing. It's a new heel tag team because their tag team division sucks. So we're going to makeshift tag teams now because we can't figure out opponents. We can't figure out new ways to make new tag teams. This is WWE's way of keeping them in WWE. Because they know the following people, especially Rusev and Nakamura, most likely want to leave. Matter of fact, Zack Ryder and Kurt Hawkins are a tag team now all of a sudden. So they probably want to leave as well. I wonder if there's a common denominator with all four of those guys, including the Revival. Yeah, there is. AEW. AEW bound. They want to get the hell out of there. This is so damn stupid. This is so dumb. Speaking of tag teams,
Didn't they do Rusev Andrade at S-Slam pre-show?
Did they? Because if they did, that's more of a reason to do Andrade versus Rusev, because it's history. I don't remember, do you? Okay, if they did, definitely, they should have done that. Again. Because it makes sense. There's history, and now we can have it for the title. Whatever, man. Shane McMahon and Miz celebrate being the new tag team champions. And someone just asked me this too. Where's Sanity? Where is Sanity? Like, did they just chop off the face of the earth? Did we forget about them? Shane McMahon and Miz have a segment celebrating their new championship victory. Miz and Shane McMahon make their entrance as SmackDown Tag Team Champions. The champions greet the Phoenix crowd. The Miz asks Shane,
AEW is probably laughing their ass off at this.
They really are. Because they're just looking at WWE to screw so much stuff up. It's not even funny at this point. We got another super chat coming in, so let me go ahead and let that run. But if I was AEW, I would just be sitting back and just having a blast, because this is sad.
I was hoping for Rusev versus Samoa Joe US title match.
That would have been nice too, but currently, the match I want to see for the US title is Rey Mysterio versus Andrade. That makes the most sense, and we need to get there. Seriously. People are saying that Sandy most likely already left the company, which good if they did, because this is stupid. Anyways, back to the tag team segment with Shane McMahon and Miz. McMahon says that he will provide Miz a moment that he will never forget for the rest of his life. McMahon has put together a highlight video highlighting the start of their tag team all the way to them winning the titles. And after the video package aired, the crowd chants, "You deserve it." McMahon admits that he was hesitant to be Miz's partner at first, but he's glad that he did it. McMahon brings out Miz's father. George Mizanin joins the Miz and Shane in the ring, and his dad tells Miz, "I love you and I'm proud of you." Aww, aww, aww. They hug, and then Shane says, "We're gonna go backstage and watch tag teams compete for a right to fight for their tag team titles at Elimination Chamber." This was forced. This was very forced. It was so forced it hurt. But I'll admit, I did enjoy seeing Miz's father, and that was a touching moment to hear his father say he loves him. Here's what I hope happens. I hope when they do defend the belts at Chamber, and we all see this coming, I suspect that that's the night Miz turns on Shane. I hope Miz's father helps Miz turn on Shane, because he thinks Miz is the best in the world, and Shane stole it from him. And that should lead to their match at WrestleMania. It's going to happen eventually. If not at Chamber, it'll happen at Fastlane. They're going to have Shane be betrayed by Miz. It's going to happen. Quite frankly, knowing who wins the next match, it makes the most sense. And just skipping ahead, the Usos win the qualifying Fatal 4-Way, defeating the New Day, The Bar, and Heavy Machinery to fight Shane and Miz at the upcoming pay-per-view. So the Usos will fight Shane and Miz for the tag team titles. That should be a pretty good match, honestly. And if it ends up ending with Miz turning on Shane, it could be great, honestly. So I look forward to that. That's going to be pretty cool. I think that's about it. Yeah, that's it for that. So let's see where that goes. Oh, crap. We get more stupid things. Like I'm telling you. Like I said at the beginning of this review, this is a very weird show. It's like a tale of three shows. There's some good things, then there's some bad things. And then we get something epic at the end. So, let's talk about this crap. Backstage, Sonya Deville and Mandy Rose declare themselves as contenders for the SmackDown, or excuse me, not even SmackDown, the tag team, the women's tag team titles. I said SmackDown because it's SmackDown.
At least Heavy Machinery looked great.
They always look great. They're awesome. But Mandy Rose and Sonya Deville declare themselves contenders for the Elimination Chamber Women's Title match. To which I said, so wait, on SmackDown they can just declare themselves as contenders? They don't have to compete? They don't have to fight? And then someone on Twitter said, but the X-Men, the women's division is too small on SmackDown for them to have competition, to have competing matches, to have contendership matches. You don't say! Are you saying that maybe, just maybe, this women's division is too damn small for tag team belts? What? What? Oh my goodness, this is already a bad sign. It's already a bad sign that we have women on Raw competing, and in SmackDown they just say we're in. How does that make any sense? And yes, okay, yeah, they don't have a big roster. Here's what you do: grab some girls from NXT or NXT UK, make sure some tag team matches, and have them win that way. So what? They just get to announce they're in? So why did the women on Raw have to compete? That just seems unfair. Who is writing this? Who is writing this? Look, I don't give a damn that your roster's too small. You wanted women's tag team titles. No one asked for this. Okay, maybe some people did. I don't know why they did. But guess what? You have them. You're bringing them in. And you're going to have them being defended on Raw and SmackDown. So create a division for them. Make shit some tag teams for the women. Bring up some NXT talent. Some NXT UK talent. You have plenty of women to work with. Make some new tag teams. No one told y'all. No one told y'all to bring these belts in. Y'all wanted to do it. So don't be blaming anybody. Don't be getting mad at fans for calling you out on your BS. Do a better job of booking your shows. But we're not done. Oh, we're not done yet, because Mandy Rose gets asked a question. She gets asked $1 million question. Miss Mandy Rose, why do you hate Naomi so much? And the simple answer would be...
It's funny that the women's division is the hottest thing in the company. And yet it's as deep as a puddle.
There's no depth to it. There is no depth to this freaking division. And that's sad. Very sad. I agree, Sharon. Sherwood. I called you Sharon because I'm thinking Aaron and Sherwood, so I just combined the names to make Sharon. That's your new name, Aaron. Your name is Sharon now. Sorry. But getting back to what I was saying. Maybe not.
Maybe Mandy used her looks to get their spot.
That would be a good story to use. But why didn't we see that on TV? Why didn't we see Mandy go up to Vince or somebody and go, you know, Vince, I will do you a favor if you do me a favor? That would have been good. That would be a nice story to use, but now you're just shoehorning it in to make it make sense. Stop that, psycho. Don't do that. Quit making excuses for WWE because you're creative and they're not.
When is the deadline for video requests if we won?
You can request it at any time throughout the month of February. Twitter, Facebook, you can even do it here on YouTube. Just let me know what you want me to do and I'll do it. But anyways, what was I saying? Mandy gets asked the question, why does she hate Naomi? And Mandy sits there and goes, well, I think back to what happened to me in 2015 during the Tough Enough tryouts. During Tough Enough, right? And they show the footage of Naomi basically making fun of Mandy Rose, giving her a hard time. And then Mandy says this gave her a complex and depressed her so badly that she lost her boyfriend. She lost her boyfriend because of Naomi mocking her or giving her a hard time. We didn't even see it on TV, but it was off tape that she lost her boyfriend. And so she wants her to suffer. And I'm sitting here going, this is the dumbest thing. This is the stupidest thing. What was wrong with just saying, because I can? Because it should be about me, and fans are over here giving Naomi all this attention, and I hate that. I should get the attention, and I'm gonna get the attention. Because I'm a vindictive biatch. That's why. And because of that, I'm gonna be a homewrecker because I can. I can have any man I want because I can. But now we're just making this a stupid chick flick. You robbed me of my boyfriend, so you're gonna suffer. I don't know who wrote this show, but please quit. Quit. Who wrote this segment? Quit your job. Just quit. It was so bad. It was so bad. Nothing else to say. This was just bad. Horrible. And then we get the ending. Thank God the ending exists. Daniel Bryan unveils a new WWE Championship belt. We see the champ, Daniel Bryan, make his way out to the ring. Bryan asks the WWE Universe who won at the Rumble, and they give him a Becky chant. Becky! Becky! And he's like, no. Which was kind of funny. He says that everyone in the WWE Universe won because he won. He says a victory for him is a victory for everyone on Earth because he is the planet's champion. Bryan says that he has found someone that sees the truth.
In that case, why doesn't she hate Sasha and Tamina?
See, now when you add logic to it, you just get more angry. You just get so annoyed at it, and it makes you wonder why. Why do these people exist? Why are these people allowed to write these shows and make them stupid? They know this is dumb, and they just let it happen. No wonder these talent want to leave. No wonder these talent want to leave WWE. It's so bad.
Road Dogg, that's up.
That SOB, for real, for real. Okay. And by the way, Sammy P. Boone, look, I am going to be watching the halftime show. Yes, so you can stop asking me now. You've been asking me that all day. Anyways, what was I saying? Daniel Bryan has been talking about being the planet's champion for a long time. And then it's a super chat party.
I was one of those people smoking the prototype.
Apparently, you and Road Dogg been smoking that prototype, buddy. But getting back to what I was saying. Bryan says that he has found someone that he sees the truth in everything that he said. He introduces Rowan, no longer called Eric Rowan because screw full names. So it's another victim of the name change. Rowan. It's so dumb. He says Rowan is his intellectual peer. He says that Rowan is able to see through the facade of AJ Styles. Bryan says that Styles was right about one thing last week and that he was a hypocrite. And Bryan says, yes, I agree. I am a hypocrite because he carries around this, the WWE Championship belt. He says the title he holds, the championship that he holds, is a symbol of excess and mentions the belt was made from a cow named Daisy. And I love this because this spawned a series of chants. Thank you, Daisy. And then goodbye, Daisy. When Bryan takes the belt and throws it in the trash can. Yeah. He threw the belt in the trash can. I like a la Medusa. He pulled the Medusa and threw the belt in the trash can. And I love it because then he got a recycle chant. Recycle! Recycle! Yeah, you should have recycled the belt. You just threw it away. Okay. Sure. That's fine. But that's fine too. I just thought that was hilarious. Thank you, Daisy. I love Phoenix. I thought that was a great crowd. But then the whole point of all this is that after he threw the belt away, Rowan takes this backpack that he had and gives it to Bryan. Bryan pulls out a new championship belt. A new WWE Championship belt. One that is made completely of sustainable minerals of the earth. Like hemp and wood and earth stones. And he says it's a new symbol of the planet. Let me go ahead and find it real quick. I think I might have a picture of it. Might be able to pull it up. But yeah, I want to get your thoughts on this new belt. Because, honestly, I love it. I love it. And no, it's not because it's Bryan's new belt. And that's another thing I hate when fans do. Oh, because it's Bryan, you like it? No, I like the belt because it does so many things right. Then first off, let me just pull it up because I'm pretty sure I can find it. There it is. So let me put that right there. I think I can make that smaller. Hold on for a minute. Let me make it a little smaller. Alright. And I think I can move it behind. But yeah, look at this belt. Look at this belt real quick. So, go away, Dean Ambrose. I'm done with you. There we go. Look at that. Look at that belt. First off, I like the fact that it fits his character. Bryan is an environmentalist. He's all about the earth. He's all about the planet. And so he has a belt made of planet materials. Earth stones, wood, hemp. That's so cool. It's a hippie belt. I love the hippie belt. I love when WWE gives certain wrestlers their own kind of belts. It just makes so much sense. It makes things cool. And so I love it. And I love the uniqueness of it. And some of you are saying it looks like trash. I think the whole point is for it to not look good. It's not supposed to look like a legit belt. It's supposed to look unpleasing because it's for a heel. Which is why I love it. I think it looks great. I think it looks awesome. I think it's perfect for Daniel Bryan. And you know, it's about time we did something like this. And it's crazy to me, once again, going back to the rest of the show, we get segments like this on the same show. We got that stupid series of U.S. title matches with Rusev, R-Truth, and Nakamura. What the hell happened there? That was just dumb. But yeah, give me your thoughts on that championship. It looks great to me. I love it. But anyways, after the belt was revealed, Bryan is then interrupted by AJ Styles, Randy Orton, Mustafa Ali, Jeff Hardy, and Samoa Joe, who all stake their claim at his title, Joe being the one who smokes everyone. Smokes. Get it? Sorry. Joe being the one who smokes everyone on the microphone, burning all the people he saw, including AJ Styles. Oh, Wendy! And then they brawl as Bryan watches. And then Triple H comes on the Titantron and says, Yo, Bryan, you will be defending your championship at the next pay-per-view. And it will be a 6-man Elimination Chamber match for your WWE Hemp Belt. Oh my god. It's going to be in Houston. And in all seriousness, that is a stacked match. Randy Orton, Mustafa Ali, Samoa Joe, AJ Styles, Jeff Hardy, and Daniel Bryan for the WWE Championship inside the chamber. That sounds like a legit championship match. I actually want to see that. That looks good. That looks really, really, really good. So, I thought the ending was awesome. Really liked the ending. Liked the beginning. Like some other stuff in the center, but for the most part, this was a weird episode of SmackDown. I don't know what the hell was up with that U.S. Championship segment. That was crazy bad. I don't know why Rusev turned heel, why Mandy Rose is all pissy at Naomi for making her break up with her boyfriend when she can have any man she wants. I thought her character was all about having any man she wants, so why does she care that she lost her boyfriend? Do you see what I mean? It makes no goddamn sense. And why isn't she mad at Sasha Banks and Tamina as well? Whatever. I don't care. It's dumb. It's stupid. It's stupid. But whatever. Anyways, for the most part, there were some good things about this episode of SmackDown, and I can't really say I hated it. You know, if I was to give it a grade, I'd give it maybe a C. Like a C+. Not the best episode of SmackDown. I've seen much better, but hell, they could do a lot worse, that's for sure. So, there you go. That's my thoughts on SmackDown. Let's go to, ladies and gentlemen, the live chat. What you guys saying? What you guys saying in the live chat? Let me get your thoughts on the championship belt. I'm going to read that. Keon Cody. Bryan is WWE's Captain Planet. Earth, fire, wind, water, hearts. Who would play Heart? Like, if I was gonna make the Planeteers, they should make a stable. This is gonna be so Vince Russo-esque. This is something Vince Russo would book, but I don't care. So they would make a stable called the Planeteers. Daniel Bryan is Captain Planet. Who would be Mati? And who would be, Wheeler and Kwame? I'm trying to think who the other names. I'm forgetting their names. The 5 Planeteers. Who would be the 5 Planeteers? And who would you have wear the rings? I just want to get that out there. I think that would be hilarious. And those of you who don't know who Captain Planet is, oh my goodness, you have no life. I'm joking, but you don't have a life.
Halftime heat greater than Super Bowl 53.
You would think. Let's see here. I want to go back to these comments about the championship. Okay, we got a couple of was very mixed actually. TLB the Fly Guy says the belt is ugly, bro. El Goku Dark says it's disgusting. Joseph Winter says the title sucks. Ultra Shadow 97 says Daniel Bryan's eco-friendly WWE Championship is better than the Universal Championship, bro. Like this wall is better than the Universal Championship. I have something more valuable than the Universal Championship. Latrell Finkton calls it the vegan belt. Von Hizzle, I love the new belt. It's a new, different take that we haven't seen before. It really is. Spinosaurus says, that belt is actually nice looking, I won't lie. Keon Cody says, D-Bry is WWE's Captain Planet. Zeon Smith says, it suits his character. Y2 Jericho says, it's not great looking, but I think that's the point. It is the point. It's not supposed to be appealing. That's what makes him a heel. U of M student says, that belt is highly flammable. If you know what I mean. Anyways, number 1 says, it looks better than the bleeding anus belt on Raw, which it is. It's the bleeding anus belt. Randall says it's great for heat. Matt Riddle wants to smoke Bryan's new title belt, bro. Stop it. Crusader Gamer, the belt looks awesome. It's better than the one John Cena made. The spinner belt, absolutely, is better than the spinner belt. Paul Jackson says, way better than the Universal Championship. So, El Goku Dog says, a toilet paper is better than the Universal Championship. Yikes. It's really good. It's really, really good. The crowd is chanting, burn it down. That was hilarious. See, this is why I wish Seth Rollins would have came in and challenged him. Or, played it up that he could have challenged him. But whatever. Yeah, guys. Give me your thoughts. Dean Ambrose, Smackdown, the new championship belt. Talk to me in the comments. But that's all I have to say. It's been a wacky weekend. Rumble weekend. But you guys are awesome for tuning in. Be sure you like the video. Like the video. What are the likes in this video? Give me a like check. Give me that like check real quick. How are the likes looking? How are we looking on the likes? I'm very curious. Let's see. Randall says, yeah, it's better than the spinner belt, though. Yeah, it better be better than the spinner belt. Isaiah Webb, don't wear an AEW shirt to Elimination Chamber if you go, because they'll make you take it off. I saw that. I saw the video of a WWE worker making them take off AEW shirts. I thought they didn't do that. They're lying. Liars. 89 likes. Let's get it to 100. Get me to 100 likes. Get me to 100 likes. And I'm out of here. Pikachu Black says, can we call it the 420 belt? Stop it. Stop it. Stop it. 93 likes. Oh, cool. Let's go. 100 likes, bro. 100 likes. People are saying it's a storyline. Where y'all hearing this from? Are y'all sure it's a storyline? Who y'all getting this from? Because I don't know. I don't think WWE is that creative. I don't know if WWE is that creative. Oh, shoot. We're about to hit 100 real quick. I don't know if it really is that serious. Oh, snap. What's this?
Word is Dean leaving is a work by Dean and WWE.
Oh, Lord. I seriously doubt they're that creative. They made this up just to throw fans off. I don't know if it's a work. I really do think he's leaving, because we'll be giving WWE credit that they fooled everybody. I don't know, y'all. I don't know about this. I don't think it's a work. I don't think it's a work. We'll have to see. Maybe it is. Maybe it isn't. But yeah, give me your thoughts about this below, guys. You guys are awesome. I love you. I will see you in my next video, wherever it is, whenever it is. But your boy Alyx, man, is now gonna go play me some Kingdom Hearts 3. Okay, I lied. I didn't get Kingdom Hearts 3 yet. I pre-ordered it and it's on its way. So hopefully it'll be here tomorrow or Thursday. Whatever the case, when I get it, I'm playing it. Leave me alone. Leave me alone. I'm gonna lock myself in my room and play it all day, every day. All day, every day. But thank you guys for watching. You're awesome. Like the video, subscribe, do all that. This is your boy Alyx, man, signing off right here in Alyx Man's World. Catch you guys next time. I'm out. Peace.